let's talk about something pretty much anyone who deals with customers has felt. How to actually lead a conversation, not by being bossy or demanding, but by being an awesome partner. Let's dive in.
So, does this sound familiar? You're on a call, everything's going fine, and then it's not. Suddenly you're being pulled in a million different directions. The customer's getting upset, you're getting flustered, and the whole thing is just spiraling away from any kind of solution. It's that sinking feeling, right? That feeling of losing control, and man, it's draining.
Yeah, that whole mess? That's what we're going to call the uncontrolled customer call. And look, it's a super common problem. But here's the good news, there's a clear way to fix it. It really doesn't have to be that way.
At its heart, the problem is all about this. You feel like you're just reacting to things instead of actually leading the conversation. You're constantly on the defensive, just responding to whatever the customer throws at you, instead of steering the ship toward a good outcome. And that leaves you feeling kind of powerless.
So, let's get to the solution. It's called the collaborative blueprint. And I want you to know, this is way more than just some script you have to memorize. It's a total mindset shift. It's about changing how you even think about these conversations.
So what is it exactly? Well, think of the blueprint as a framework that flips the whole dynamic on its head. It's not about you versus the customer anymore. It's about you and the customer working together on the same team. You get to maintain control, not by forcing it, but by building a real partnership.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? Well, the blueprint is built on 3 really simple but incredibly powerful keys that help you take control, collaboratively. First up, and this one is absolutely crucial, you have to set expectations right away. From the very first moment, no ambiguity, no letting them guess what's going to happen. This one move immediately establishes you as the guide for the entire call.
And the magic is in the wording here. A phrase like this does 2 brilliant things at once. First, it tells them, hey, I'm here to help you right now. But second, it creates a safety net. It says, look, even if we can't fix this in one go, don't worry, we will figure out a plan together. Instantly, you've managed their expectations and lowered their anxiety. It's a game changer.
Let's move on to the second key. This one is all about building trust, and it's so simple. The rule is, always explain why you're about to ask a question before you actually ask it. I mean, think about it from their side for a second. When you just jump in and ask for an account number or some personal info out of the blue, it feels a little jarring, maybe even suspicious. But if you just tweak it a little and say, so I can pull up your account details, can you please confirm your full name? See? It completely changes the vibe. It brings them into the process with you. You're not interrogating them, you're solving a puzzle together.
And that brings us to our third and final key. And honestly, this one might just be the most powerful of all. It's a tiny change that makes a huge difference. You just have to start using one little word, we.
This is where you can really see the magic happen. The old way is full of I statements, right? I need to ask you. Here's what I can do. It puts up a wall between you. It's you talking at them. But look what happens when you switch to the collaborative way. Let's see what we can do. Here's how we can move forward. Instantly, it's a partnership. You're on the same team. You're working towards the same goal. It's that simple. So, you set the expectations, you explain the why, and you use we. What's the end result of all this? Well, the payoff is huge, not just for the customer, but for you too.
I mean, just look at the benefits. You're building real trust. You're lowering anxiety for everyone involved, and let's be real, that includes you. You actually get their permission to lead the call, which lets you manage the flow and take control in a way that feels good. And maybe most important, it keeps the customer engaged. They're not just a bystander, they're an active partner.
Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. This isn't a set of tricks to win a conversation. It's a blueprint for making the whole interaction smoother, more effective, and just better. For both of you, you find a solution faster, and the customer leaves feeling like they were actually heard and helped.
So the real question isn't if you should try this out. It's where are you going to use it first? Think about the next customer call you have scheduled. How can you use these 3 simple keys to turn it from a possible fight into a genuine collaboration? The control is yours for the taking.